Hello everyone, welcome back to Crescent BladerZ and welcome to probably the biggest, and it probably will be the biggest Beyblade lot I've ever gotten. This is a 32, count them, 32 Beyblade lot. It cost me around 25 bucks, and right now I'll just get it out of the way. The Bay rating is definitely going to be a 10 out of 10. 32 Beyblades for $25, that is not a bad price, especially with the amount of Beyblades. Well, let's just get to it. Also, disclaimer, because some people have said that, oh, cool, you got a stadium. No. This stadium, I bought it before. I just use it as a backdrop. Yeah, just tried to get that out of the way. Before even getting into the Beyblades, let's show off some of the launchers, because these ones are actually pretty cool. I got the legendary left spinning photo launcher. I know it's kind of a meme and pretty useless, but it's pretty neat, as it was one of the first left spin launchers that Hasbro ever released. Of course, it came with the legendary Lost Luinor over here. We'll get to him in a bit. Another thing that I've always wanted in my collection, just for collection purposes, is the LR launcher. Sadly, this one is permanently stuck on left spin. As you can see, it works, but if I try to switch it into right spin, it just gets stuck. I don't want to mess with it. But it's pretty neat. It has some pretty cool gimmicks for its time, such as this right here, which could help Legends Horizon and any bay that is dual spin just flip rotation. Yeah, this part is missing, but it's just neat to have in the collection. There were some layers that sadly did not come with any parts, but they are some pretty cool layers. We have the Omni Odax from the Apex Attack set. I already have one of those guys, so just having an extra is fine. We have a anime accurate Atlas Anubion. Here's a QR code. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool, pretty round. This one doesn't have as good burst resistance as the other ones later on, but it's still neat. We have another recolor of Gaianon. This one, I've had a few, so I'm okay with it. The best part about these is this guy. This is a Takara Tomy Emperor Fornius. See, as you can see, it has teeth. It's a real shame that it didn't come on any parts, but I hope that with other lots I could get TT parts so I could put it on him. Start off with some dual layer, single layer guys. We have the Stronzer Spiral. Sadly, it didn't come with the right parts. It came with spread, but I gave it Fusion Slingshot since it's pretty similar to what it originally came with. We have his buddy and main rival, Dragoon Storm. I gave it Jerk and Press. I don't have these versions of these discs and drivers, so it's nice to have them in the collection now. We have another Valtryek from the, I'm just going to keep on calling it the Claw Stadium. This one actually has its stock, but this is a different color from the original, so yeah, pretty cool. Boost and Variable are good parts, at least for this guy at the time. We have this pretty much stock Istros, comes with Upper and Survive. This Survive is a little bit worn out more than the others, but it's still pretty decent in stamina. We have the most accurate Storm Rising that Hasbro ever released. This one came in a battle set. I have a few, or just one, because I got him in a 3-pack. This one comes with Knuckle and Unite. This Unite is a different Unite from another bay, but it's pretty much stock, so I like it. We have his rival, Lost Luinor. I showed him off a little bit. This one's pretty cool because it was the first left spin and it had metal heads, so it made it pretty above any dual layer at the time. Comes with a 9 and Jaggy. I gave it Jaggy since Spiral didn't come with it, but it's still an attack type, so it's fine. Time to get to some of the funky dual layers / single layers. We have Nova Depstrius. This one I gave it the parts from Blast Genius. It has 5, Glaive, and Guard. These parts are pretty good, and on this guy, I actually like him. I basically think of Genius as a pseudo evolution of this guy, even though it's a different motif. So I give it its parts. I was gonna save this guy to the end, but I just can't contain my excitement. We have Chaos or Kanox. This is a single layer version. I've always wanted this guy. I've always wanted its 2-pack, but it's always been a little bit expensive. So getting him in a lot is pretty nice. Didn't get his buddy, but it's fine. I gave him Heavy and Gyro. Gyro is the part it originally came with. It's supposed to come with Oval, but I gave it Heavy since it's Koro, I believe. Stock was Heavy Survive. So I got the best of both worlds. Here's a pretty peak random combo. Now you might be wondering, oh, it's another Unicrest, that's fine. Not only that, but it comes with Magnum, and look at that, it's bearing. One of the best Hasbro parts in the meta. Look at that, it spins forever. Yeah, this guy's gonna be OP in the knockout tournament. Moving on to Switch Strike, we have this Recolor Premium Boom Calzar. After him off a bit. I gave him 7, sadly they didn't come with its frame and driver, so I gave him Excel. This is the black Excel from Single Layer Valtryek, one that comes in a deck box or something like that. I really want that guy. I hope to get him in a lot. If not, I'm just going to buy the box. We have this Kinetics Tomb. I haven't had this version before. This is the premium version. Gold wheels. Pretty cool. I gave him 5 and Glaive. These aren't the right parts for him, but Loop is. Nice to have a recolor of Loop. We meet again, old friend. It's a running joke in the series, but basically this guy, I have a bunch of him. We have Genesis Valtryek. It's basically stock. What if I said that it hasn't been said before? It's a mid-bay, mid-combo, mid-everything. I hate it so much. Not only is there one, but there's 2. This is the premium version, so it's a little bit nicer. This part is a lot more springy, so it's fine. Yeah, basically say combo, cold reboot, still works. This one's a little better. I won't be as harsh on it. We have Twin Noctimus. I showed off its gimmick, so I won't show him off right now. It has 5 star. Those are the parts from Regulus, and I gave him Jaggy. This is from the Apex Attack Stadium set. Sorry for stuttering, but yeah, it's a neat bay. Glad I could have another one since it's a pretty rare bay to get by itself. Okay, this one is Strike Genesis Valtryek, so I'm not as angry at it. This one is a little bit, the spring is pretty tight, so it doesn't move as much. It only came with the 6, sadly it didn't come with the Vortex frame, and it does have reboot. I think this one works better than the other one, so I'm just going to use this one. We have another Surge Excalius. Normally, I wouldn't mind this one, especially since the ones that I've had before have weak slopes, but this one actually has tight slopes, so I'm definitely going to use this guy. 1 iron. I like using iron in the classic meta. It's a pretty neat part. There's a lot of Switch Strike bays, but I'm not complaining. I really like Switch Strike. We have a Legend Spryzen, 7 Merge. This Merge is a little worn out right here, so it's more attackative than usual. Still goes in stamina mode, has dual spin. What isn't there to like? But the slips are pretty bad. We have an Arc Balcash. Balcash has the cool gimmick where if you slide it, it goes right here, becomes a perfect circle. Gave him 8 and bump. The bump is from this guy, but the 8 is not. And a Tornado or Tempest Wyvern Atomic. I have a Tempest Wyvern from a previous lot, so it's nice to have his full color, basically. Coming down to some of the big ones, we have this. We have a green Drain Fafnir. This one comes with its stock, 8 and nothing. I'm glad I have another nothing. For a long time I couldn't get any nothing drivers, so maybe my luck has turned around. We have Nightmare Luinor. Nightmare Luinor is notorious for being really hard to burst, but this one, its slopes are pretty beat, so maybe it can burst. And it comes with the Gold Destroy from the premium version. Kind of a shame that it didn't get the premium version, but hey, a Luinor is a Luinor. We have the legendary Spryzen Requiem. This guy was pretty peak in his time. It still is, basically. Has rubber, metal, can go dual spin. You know the whole drill. And it has a 3 mode driver that goes into attack, stamina, and defense. Defense is probably the best mode. I like having Zeta. This is from the premium version. I have a premium color, so I'm probably just going to put these parts on him. Saving this guy, since definitely I do have one, but this is the anime color. We have a Crusher Doomsizer. There's a neat little gimmick where this little part just goes up and down. It's a little stiff on this guy. Hopefully it loosens up with time. 2 Vortex and Hunter. Super glad to have this guy. I've always wanted him. So yeah, nice. Here we have a bay that's a transition between Evolution and Turbo. We have Spiral Treptune, 8 and Wedge. This is a slingshot gimmick. It just goes in and out. Pretty neat slingshot because it's the only slingshot driver that has metal on the bottom. Glad they could keep it. I know it said something about a Luinor being a Luinor, but this is definitely the Luinor of all Luinors. We have Brutal Luinor. A lot of Luinor in that sentence, but anyways. Gave him 11. And Extend. These parts are from Auricular Achilles. I used to have it. I hope I can get it one day. It's alright. We have a Vice Leopard. Pretty neat Beyblade. Gimmick is that it goes up and down and chomps on Beyblades. We have 12, which This guy did originally have 12. Doesn't come with the lift frame, and it does come with the volcanic from the anime Accurate. Valtryek, Wonder Valtryek, I do have a few, so I'll probably just give these parts to him. We have Archer Hercules. This is actually its stock combo. Basically, it goes up and down. Usually this helps him have more stamina. 13, it's pretty old, but it's still, it's decent. And Eternal Slingshot. Its gimmick is that it could spin freely, and if you pull it up right on the tabs, you could make him go into slingshot mode. This one's pretty worn out, so it's actually pretty nice. Guess I forgot to show off the slingshot mode on this guy. Basically, has a little tab right here. You lift it up, put it there, and it's a super flat. And then goes back to normal. I like using it in this mode though. We have Turbo Spryzen, one of the best Hasbro Beyblades in general. I really like it. This one is stock version, so it has 0 wall, which is like a thick, heavy frame, but it's only good on like bearing type tips. It has Zeta Slingshot. It has the neat gimmick of, you know, still having the 3 modes, but sadly one of his modes had to get butchered, and it was the defense mode. It's basically a Giga Flat. I like using it for fun, but it's like really bad. Not saying that the Beyblade is bad, more so the combo. Anyways, we have Turbo Achilles. I believe I showed him off in another video. It's 00 and Dimension. His slingshot mode, you know, he goes all the way up. All the way up. Taller than the Takara Dimension. It works, but it's pretty silly, and it runs out of stamina quickly. This part wears down. Has turbo blades. Let's see if I can take them out. Okay, this one I could. Basically, they stop him from bursting, or they should in theory. This guy also has turbo blades, as you can see right here. You just pull them out. These ones are a lot harder to push in compared to the others, so I like them. You know what? I was gonna save him till the end, but let's just show him off now. This is the Takara Tomy Revive Phoenix. This part is metal. The Hasbro version isn't metal, and this whole core right here is metal. Pretty sick, pretty rad. I gave him 7 and cross. Sadly, the 10 disc didn't come with it, but I do have a few in my collection. And it has friction. I have friction from a Pro Series, but this one I believe is fully Takara Tomy, so it's awesome. Here's a goofy one. We have Sword Valtryek. Sword Valtryek is basically a meme. It's really bad, mostly because of the contact points and its slope. These ones are pretty worn out. Usually when it's new, it's actually neat, and you could use it on other bases for better combos. This one has Blitz and Power Hypersphere. It's pretty stupid, basically. Goes super fast. Here we have the Green Ace Dragon. I have one already. It was a gift from my brother. It comes with Sting and Charge. A neat gimmick about Charge, not so this one, but the others, is that basically the height would change depending on which dragon you got. And to end it off, we end off with a pretty peak Beyblade, all things considered. We have Zone Luinor. It got like 3 or 4 Luinors in this lot, so you could call it the Luinor lot. Rhymes a bit. It's a left spin, you know. These blades are super good. Not as good as the Takara Tomy version. It has Drake, which was shrunken down to put a frame on it. They gave him Star. And this Volcanic Slingshot. This is a recolor. I have a few. Hopefully in the Battle Royale or KO tournament he actually does well. Yeah, you can see. It spins. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, I said the Bay rating is a 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the best lots I've ever gotten. I have a few spares and a lot of new parts. Well, not new necessarily. More so this guy and Kanox are my newest in my collection. So yeah, hope you like, subscribe, keep blading, and stay tuned for the KO tournament. I mentioned it a lot in this video, but it will definitely have to be a different part because this video is pretty long. Anyways, keep blading and stay tuned for that.